Early on I started using drugs and alcohol, early on in high school. And what I believe I was doing at a really early stage, now looking back, was I was really programming myself to deal with emotion through drugs and alcohol. As I got older and responsibilities then came into the picture as a young adult, the stress of work and a job and a family and all these things, anything that life would throw at me, any type of curveball, I would fall back on that use, just numb out and figure that I either deserved it, I'd accomplished something, and I could drink. I always kind of had that mentality of work hard, play hard. Life was something that I had to push through and you just struggled, right? You got up every day and you grinded through it, and at the end of the day, I deserved to check out, relax. Well, that got dark, man, and life was not something that I didn't care for it too much. I lived with a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, I found, and a lot of these things that I needed to deal with, and the pain has to become greater than the consequences. And it was for me. I was desperate at that point. I couldn't go on. I didn't want to go on. I didn't care whether I lived or died. I had hit my knees and I was asking God for help, knowing that my best thinking, my power, my own will could not pull myself out of what I was in. I needed to be well. My wife actually started looking around for a treatment center and found the Brick House. You're not just a patient here, it's your group, what the camaraderie and the connection that you find with your group here is nothing short of a miracle or God's work, in my opinion. We suffer alone. We do. We suffer alone, but we recover together. I take those things that I learned here home and I practice these principles and these values that I learned here in my workplace, and it's just been amazing. What's awesome about Brick House is they meet you where you're at. They meet you where you're at in your spiritual journey, but it's like this discriminatory environment where everybody and nobody questions anyone else's understanding of that higher power. It kind of helps that it's a smaller group of people that you really have a connection with, and it's the same small group of people each and every time where you're doing your group sessions, and that's what works so well here. And I'm blessed to land here at the Brick House. I don't know any other type of program, but I know that this one worked for me. It is worth it for you to love yourself enough to seek help. In fact, that takes a tremendous amount of courage to walk through this door and say that I need help. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just reach out. Just give something else a chance. And I promise you, if you stick with that program and you find a tribe of people that love you, and this is the place to do it, you'll heal. You get sober, and then you start this emotional recovery, this journey, and you live life more abundantly than you ever did, that I ever thought was possible before.